the world is preparing for all the things that are supposed to happen after the rapture. That's what's going on. All of these preparations are things that are going to be used after the rapture of the church. And let me tell you, the world will not be the same. The world is going to be in a terrible situation. According to the Bible, the first 3.5 years after the rapture of the church will be so hard and difficult. Men's lives will be so difficult. It'll be a period in which men will lose everything they have and everything they have held dear. You will have no private property. You will have no ownership of anything. Then you will become, by law, a property of the government. Listen, what I'm telling you is real. I'm just revealing secrets that are already documented by several governments, things that they are working on. You think they're only going to take your land from you? No. The plan is not only to take your land, the plan is to completely rid you of anything that you ever owned, including yourself. You will not belong to yourself. You will become a property of the government. The only way is if you are out of this world, by the rapture of the church. The wickedness of men will come to a head by the end of the first 3.5 years after the rapture of the church. Man will be so wicked, so evil in the first 3.5 years. You remember, I read something to you some time ago. And I was taking you through the book of Hosea. And he said, Ephraim is joined to his idols. Leave him alone. And these things that happen in the Word of God, they show us God's mind. They show us his attitude. They show us his opinions. He says, let him alone. He's joined to his idols. So man comes to a period of wickedness. Why will this happen? You see, after the rapture of the church, many are going to provide explanations for what had happened. Why some will be feeling terrible because they believed it was going to happen, but they were not prepared. So now they're going to be more serious. But there are others who will be very, very angry, and they will persecute Christians who will be left behind. They will persecute Jews who will believe in Jesus. Because many Jews who believe in Jesus, from then on, they'll believe. Because the work of the witnesses who will begin. You have the 144,000 who will preach. You have the 2 witnesses who will preach. So there are many that will come to the Lord in the process of time. But during this first 3.5 years after the rapture, men will become very, very wicked. And they will do so much evil against one another and against any godliness, any idea of Jesus.